screen music. Welcome everybody. Hello. Hope it got that. Welcome everybody. Hello. Welcome back to some Greedfall. Jeez. Oh man, that was fantastic. I had to. There's no splash screen music or title. It's weird. At least when we played Crash, when you press X, it starts up the Crash song. But with this, it's like silence. And even if I press X, you get like a woo. And now the music kicks in. But that's only because one, I've already started, and two, oh man, that's crazy though. But still, there's no title either. It's so weird. I've never seen a game not put its title. I mean, it's probably going to be in the cut. I will say once again, it's probably going to be in a cutscene when we go to the new island, I assume, because we haven't seen it so far. If it does that sort of thing with its title. If that's the case, then continue. We're going to go ahead and continue because it's going to, from what I know, this may be a little bit of a journey to get to the island. As far as like things that might happen, without it being spoiled for me. But what was I gonna say? Oh, my brain! I had a brain melt, melting brains, brain melting. Oh yeah, it's like a cutscene title, but still think it should always be on the splash. So level 4, so this part is accurate. Let me check my equipment. Do we have both yeah, we have Constantine and Kurt. Okay, so the only thing I'm missing is back armor, which I need to go check something before we leave the island. Now I can sprint properly. Yes! Having an X button that doesn't work was a pain in the butt. But now we're fine. Now we can just book it to places. Also, I need my map. So, left. Oh. Wait, there's something here I think I forgot. Haha! Ah, secret wall. Climb it. I think he's over here. Yep. Alright. Talk to you real quick. Because I didn't realize we don't have a little cape thing or whatever the musketeers have that flows off their back. I don't know if we can get one. That's the thing. I don't know if it has one. We're going to look. So we want... Well, there is one. How much is it? 50 price. I have 4. I have enough. Good. Oh, it's charisma. Ooh, hello. There we go.
Thank you for your
boom. Oh. First, what's up, man? Yo, Prime, sup, bro? Welcome, and also Tab Gang. Welcome to some Greedfall. For today, we finally set out towards the new land. And I have a working X button, so I can sprint now. Plus, I've looted all that I want to loot from here, so we are ready to go.
So, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Ask permission to come aboard. I don't think I have anything to ask about, but I'll look. The nonce, cheers for a day. Nope.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to bring into order, now is the time.
Oh wait, one thing I do
You're
need to
quite
check.
right, I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
Sorry, Vasco, I just want to check one last thing real quick.
Be back soon, Captain.
Hold on. I completely forgot about this because it's something I didn't do last time. Because I couldn't. Do I still have it on me? I still require a long blade, so we can't put it on yet. Okay. Wait. Is that better than that? It is. I'll put that on. is my secondary weapon for now. Okay. Good. So that gives me 12 armor, 10 balance, 25 quality, charisma +1. Let's check our inventory before we leave. Hey, we're pretty good. What's in my codex before we leave as well? Something in ingredients. Oh, it was the new ore types. Okay. Now we get on board.
So,
Are you ready?
I'm excited for tomorrow. Yeah, I am too as far as like Throt, which we're going to be continuing tomorrow, by the way, everybody. I want to go ahead and let y'all know now, because I couldn't figure out a permanent fix right now, temporarily, I'm going to have to take away my face cam from Total War. Only for right now, because I think it's interfering with my mic, because it keeps trying to be the mic as well, and for some reason I can't get OBS to differentiate the two, even though it says it is. So for right now, the quick fix, so we can do the episode for Throt. Thank you for reminding me also about Tomorrow Prime from my side as well by saying that. Where I'm going to not have face cam for that episode tomorrow. So it's just going to be us and my mic and Throt. I guess right now I've got to figure out how to fix it in the long run. But for right now, the quick fix is just take it out entirely for now, so we can continue to do our series. Because I am not going to let another Total War series all of a sudden just not be finished. Not this time. So, no. And Prime, I'll be right back in 20 minutes. Okay. See you when you get back. I'll probably be done by then. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how long it's going to take, actually.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months.
Okay.
If you have any farewells to make or any final business to...
Oh, sorry. Leave the ring.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots. They're not. The Nauts are not idiots. Oh, pun intended. Whoa, okay. Oh!
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stealing, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the
Oh!
hell manner of cargo are you transporting? Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Boss battle! Oh! Oh, hi!
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Also, remember how the whole town was like, we don't believe in big monsters and Tier for D. Giant woodland beast jumps through a boat into the shore, onto the shore. I think everyone should be at that point. Oh, hi! Ooh! Ah! How do I block? What do I do? Defeat it. Your health bar is almost empty. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm very... Why did my dude just run away on me like that, too? I have a feeling I'm not supposed to win this. Oh! Heat gun! Whoa, no more armor he has. Alright, figured it out. See you, buddy. Oh, yeah, you know, you realize it now, don't you? You feel bad about it, though. I would too. How'd you also know to shoot it right there would instantly kill it? Well, he turned out to be easy.
Fine, fine. It is dead.
By the way, at this point...
Well, your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite
Yes,
extraordinary.
also point out, where's Kurt go, man? Dang it, Kurt.
I'm
I
not
love
of the
you to
same
death,
mind.
but why were
I
you
had
not
the
out
feeling
there
it was
with
already
me?
weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
That's also kind of my point. Reset of your character's progress. The memory crystal allows you to redistribute all points you have. Skill points, okay. Alright, so yeah, I want to point that out real quick. Okay, you see the size of this thing, right? Why are there not thousands of people on this dock? So, Giant Beast breaks out a boat, making probably the loudest crash this era has ever heard. One person, maybe even 10 at most, there's a lot of people that were on this dock a minute ago, by the way, would have seen this, start yelling, "Giant wood creature!" or something. Demon, probably demon. Demon would be the most realistic thing to yell at this point in time. Demon! And witnesses their prince's, I think he's a prince, I forget what Constantine is. Their prince's, like, brother just beat this thing in 1v1 combat. And it's like, nobody here, and also all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah, they still don't exist. We don't know what about these creatures about it, what you're talking about from Terra Verde. I do love that. I knew this was what James was talking about.
Greenwood, do you need something?
Can you blame him? A tree came to life. I'd be oh no, yeah, no. He did the right thing. It's just, how did he know that would kill it? How did he know to shoot it right there? Is that where the brain is? How does he know tree people anatomy? No, I don't know. I'm being jokative at this point, but it's kind of like watching, which I will give a shout out to this channel because I love this channel. It's kind of like doing a cinema sins of that scene, a miniature cinema sins. Get on board. Where's the? How do I? I'm supposed to climb in here. Oh, is it right here? No. Wait. Says, get on board Captain Vescal's boat. Yeah. How? Wood. Where's Vescal? And also, why won't it let me on the boat then? I am very confused. 95 meters this way. Okay, I'm gonna go up this hill, this thing real quick. Wait, was that not his boat? What?
Gentlemen,
Wow, that's convenient that was not his boat. That just happened to be a boat he knew had the cargo on. Because, you know, he's one of the leaders of the
your
Knots.
cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
Make a smoking pipe out of his corpse.
His worth. There's a demanding father.
I wish you could.
Just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hard to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
You can configure up to 12 shortcuts from the tactical pause. L1. Yeah, I know. I don't use that now. A skull sometimes appear over enemy, which means their level is much higher than yours. In this case, it is usually best to avoid confrontation, or if you're me, kill it. Then I just get extra XP. I did that with that fight when we were fighting all those guards. 2 of them were captains, and they had a lot more level. I mean, it still killed them. Ooh, level 5. That's actually pretty perfect. I'm trying to get quickly up to being able to wield a 2-handed sword. Also, I'm not gonna lie before they start talking. I'm getting into these games where it allows you to make choices with your characters a lot more. Like, not just level, but like story-wise as well. Whoa! I mean, that's a sign of land technically done. Whoa! Seagulls! You hear them all yelling mine right now? I do. I hate when I see that's all I can hear because when I was younger I watched fighting games. Mine. But yep, I told you, look! Greedfall. And there's the title. I knew that was gonna be a thing, but I still think it should be on the cover. When you load up the game.
Charming welcoming. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen?
Where am I at in this situation?
Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land.
Constantine.
According to our scientists, without
Hold on. Idiot.
I should have chosen death.
Alright.
This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha!
Oh, I knew about this?
File 2. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange.
Okay, if I knew about this, maybe it's not what I thought.
Cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later.
He's got his own Danish.
Marvelous voyage. Lead me to the palace, I beg you. And whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
Wow.
I've been scullied.
What's going on?
My admiral laid me off.
Oh!
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Okay. Interesting. We'll put Vasco on for right now. So you are... So Kurt is endurance and strength, so... It's ironic, the game... I need to give Kurt a blunt weapon. Like an axe or something. Because... He has strength, not agility. Agility is for blades. And, like, one-handed, two-handed swords. Strength, on the other hand, because this is, I know this because James is doing this for his character, is blunt weapons and I think axes. So I need to give him an axe the first chance I get. And Vasco, okay, so he's guns and swords. What if I can build him as guns? He's kind of a pirate. Makes sense that he's guns and swords, by the way, considering he's basically a pirate. But a legal pirate. Confirm team and quit. Huh. Also, my cape is going in my booty. I'll talk to him in just a second. Let's level up. I need to figure out how I get long swords. Ah, I knew it was up here. So I have one more level before I can get there. Armor damage increase. And this also unlocks roll. Allows you to roll by quickly using the dodge a second time. Does not work with Divine Magic Ring. That's not, it won't be a Divine Magic Ring. We're going to be a sword, a musketeer slash wielding badass. This is next. Remaining point 0, talent points spent 4. Okay. So now I have a talent point. Ah, okay. So here's where we need to decide what's next. Do we go straight into Charisma level 2, which I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty appealing, considering that would give us the ability to do a lot more conversating and negotiating in certain circumstances, which will help me in the long run. So, further reduces merchant prices and further improves your companion's combat abilities. Further increases chances of success on some dialogue chances. See, that's why I'm like, Science allows you to make simple potions, allows you to destroy weak walls with the help of explosive vials. See, that makes sense for him. Even in this era, he would be strongly drawn to science. Lockpicking, we're not going to do. Intuition. Gathering sites become easier to see. Slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting. Unlocks contextual dialogue options as well. Ah, the intuition, meaning you're very observant. Craftsman allows you to craft basic weapons and armor upgrades, which Vigor lets you pass through certain difficult passages that require balance. Increases the maximum ammo capacity and lets you slightly recover HP and magic outside combat. Ooh. These are all amazing! Dang it! I think we'll go for the others next. I want to make sure we can communicate the heck out of this. So, full of talent. Okay, so next I'm probably going to go Vigor, because we're going to need balance with a two-handed weapon. We'll see which one I need more before then, though. Bag. The item. Memory crystal. If I wanted to redo any of this. Okay. Journal. Find Constantine at the palace. Residence. Amber. Unknown creature. Creature on the remote island of Tierfrede, and brought back by boat. This giant unfortunately awakened before being disembarked and oh, I thought I was going to be like, he didn't kill anybody, he only killed a ship. And disemboweled the hold of the ship. This gigantic creature with bark skin was clearly already weakened by the crossing as well as by many shackles that restrained it. Yet it showed monstrous strength in the last desperate attack to free itself. And yet my guy still, with something that big, 1v1'd it. On Tierfrede, region of New Serene, and region of Hickman. We need to read these just in case we need to know. So many good choices, right? This game, all three of the games I'm enjoying the most on the channel right now, I'm not even gonna lie, is Outer Worlds, of course Cyberpunk, for personal reasons, and that game's just starting to turn out really, really ironic for the character I created, which I love. And Greedfall. Like, I love all three of these games. Like, as I'm starting to really enjoy more and more choice-based games. Site of a small fort built by the... Okay, so the city of New Serene was founded around 5 years ago by Madame de Morange on the site of a small fort built by the congregation shortly before. Ideally located in a cove where boats can anchor easily, and halfway from cities on the two other nations of the island continent. This young city is constantly growing and teeming with new settlers. New Serene represents all the hopes of the congregation, a new center of diplomatic exchange, a trading post, the first steps towards colonizing the island, and of course, the birthplace of a discovery for a cure to the Malachor. Region Hikmet. The Hikmet area is on the east side of the island, where at the mouth of the river the settlers of the Bridge Alliance set foot on Tir Fadi for the first time and founded their city. I wonder if that's where we're at now. I'll have to see. Or if we're in the other one, if we're in New Serene. Lady Lorraine Morange. Okay, that kind of answers my question. We're probably in New Serene. Madame de Morange is an accomplished diplomat, as well as an excellent manager. In just a few years, she has transformed what was only a small isolated fort into, so this is New Serene. Isolated fort into a city full of life. Although she was dismissed for the benefit of your cousin, it seems a bit convenient and bad. That could harbor bad feelings, but I hope not. We'll see. She does not seem to resent it, it says, and volunteered to support him in this new position rather than return to Serene. Some say that she would rather have taken a passion... that she would have taken a passion for the island as well, for the culture of the natives, and that she would have begun to learn their language. Okay. Vasco, we finally got Vasco's thing. While the crossing to New Serene had gone smoothly, Vasco was laid off on his arrival by Admiral Cabral, and seems to deeply resent this. As a sea given, he has some regrets about the life he could have had if he had not been handed over to the Knots when he was just a baby. Despite this, he is a proud and loyal young man to the Knots, who has risen to the rank of captain through his bravery at sea. A formidable fencer, he does not hesitate to poison his blade to overcome the toughest enemies. So, okay. So he's a very technical character. I bet you his skill... I need to look at that real quick, actually. How do I do setting? So... Equipped weapon, special move is according to equipped weapon. How do I look at said thing? Let's see, so he's strength and agility. How do I, is that something, I know he found it, now I gotta figure out where it is. Is it here? Where do I, Curtis melee, wields heavy weapons. It does not tell me what your moves are. Maybe it's because we haven't learned it yet. I'll have to try to figure it out in tactical combat. Is this game any good to play? Yo, so cool. Welcome, so cool. This game is good. I like it. If you like old-timey but fantasy style, like choice-based games, it's an amazing game. It's very detailed in the choices you make, too. I can't find my, where you look at the super moves. I can't find the super moves. Where are they? Endurance, weapons. It says according to equipped weapons. So do I need to... Okay, so wait a minute. It means I might need to look at the weapon itself. So... Does it tell me? Advanced view. It doesn't, per se. Tells me the stats of it, and it's like passives. Fury Gen. I don't know. That is strange. I'll have to figure that out as we go then. We'll let that go. What is our mission? Is to go find Constantine at the palace. There's a couple of buildings we can explore. But I think right now we should be careful. Let's see. Ooh, armor, ointment. Yeah, it's a good game. If you enjoy these types of games. Who are you, sir? Nope, nothing? Okay. Let's see. Take all this so I can have it on hand. Is this the building we can go into? I feel like it's a warehouse and we're not allowed in here. Area reserved for knots. Got it. Okay, so if there's a guard in the door, that's a good sign. Where's his admiral that he was talking to? Hold on. I want to see if I can introduce myself to her. Because I want to help Vasco as much as possible. I don't see her. She may not be out here anymore. Because I'm going to become friendly with the knots if possible. Who are you? For a second there, it looked like Luke Kang from a distance. Captain Reuben.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sade, legate of the merchant congregation. And I'm sure you know my companion.
Vasco. Oh, do not worry. The seahorse is in good hands.
I'm sure, Reuben.
What brings you here?
Asking about his ship.
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived on.
The seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent ship and a good crew. But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
Not of that. No, I guess not at the moment.
Thank you.
Alright, that didn't help much. I'm gonna go over here. It looks like maybe over here is allowed. Is that restricted area just walking in there? Can I speak to you? Harbor Master's office. Ah. Can I not talk to you? Is this okay area to go into? Nope. Reserved for knots. Okay. Alright, let's just continue on then. We'll keep looting everything. Fine iron ore, boorish. Ooh, not yet. Nope. I'm getting all the... with games like this, you can easily get sidetracked, but we need to stay on track for right now. Hawthorne. We'll get what we see. But I don't want to be climbing walls and getting in trouble unnecessarily right now. Oh, this is a cool town. This is a big town. Map. There's a store straight ahead of me. Oh, I got something new. Oh, yeah. More potions. Straight ahead of me is a store. If you have PlayStation Plus, it's currently free to download. What is Greedfall? Is it still free to download? Nice. I didn't know if it was still that way or not.
You'll find all you need in our
What do you got?
Excellency. Welcome back to my modest shop.
How'd you get over here before us?
It's an honor for me to be of service to such noble clientele.
What the heck?
What might I do for
How'd you get over here? It's wizard. It's a wizard. There's no way he would be. How would, unless we didn't see him on the boat? Did we? Don't know.
Where do your products come from?
Most of the products that I sell are made in our beautiful nation. Clothing, boots, hats, all from our own craftsmen, with extraordinary workmanship. Ah, you have certainly noticed the blue in our linings. That is impossible to imitate, and we alone have the secret. Of course, we do ship in some foreign merchandise, most of which comes from Alsard. They are also extremely fond of blue, which makes our trading easier.
It's based on a color. That's interesting.
How has trade been here? You seem a little off the beaten track.
It is true that we are far from the continent, but we trade a great deal with the other cities on the island. And believe me, to keep our stocks replenished, we take advantage of every ship, no matter its origin. It did take us a while to get things set up properly. We had to convince the Nords not to take advantage of the situation, which was no easy task, and to persuade our associates from other nations that they would also benefit from the trade. But in the end, we are all making profit, for the greatest satisfaction of our clientele.
What do you mean? I thought it was clientele. Have I always been saying it wrong, or is this game just have a different way of saying clientele? Ooh, there's blue stuff here. Well, I have Tiny Dagger. Tiny Dagger of Doom. That's better than our sword by a lot. What's the difference? This has an upgrade already on it somewhere. They're the same blade too. This one's just better. It's a one-handed axe. Is there a two-handed axe in here for Kurt? There's some hammers. Jesus. It's just a hand holding a railroad spike. Guard's broadsword. There's a mace. That's one-handed though. Morning, sir. Morning, sir. Standing there. Claymore. Whoa, that's a Vasco, look out! Ooh! I want this for Kurt. I already have a nasty weapon at the moment. So I'm gonna take the risk and buy this and hope I can give it to him. There's another one that was cheaper. Whatever, it's fine. Kurt gets good stuff today.
See you soon.
I need Kurt to have a lot better weapon than he has. This thing has got some nasty upgrades on it, but it's only 198. Yes, you can wield it. It's a little lower on him, but that's because his strength's probably a little low. But if I'm able to decide how his levels go, he'll get better with this as time goes on. Because this is if I'm not mistaken, let's look at his best requirement: long braids. The long blades. Hold on, let me look at something in my thing. So this is two-handed heavy weapons. So this is the side that he's more on. Because of his, that he can wield that. Alright, that's what I thought, though. I just wanted to make sure if I gave him that. It's a little weaker in a way, but it's got more stun. I don't know what the ATT cost Furious is. Which is the same as this. but this one's higher. Stun's also higher, which is what I want him to do. You get that, my dude. Do I have a necklace I can give you? Jeez, what's happening? Gloves. You have magic resistance on. That loses magic resistance, gets poison resistance. Okay, let me check me first for that. Let me see what my gloves are doing. My gloves are elemental resistance and craftsmanship. Because he doesn't have a back piece, he doesn't have that, right? He does not. I'm going to give him these gloves instead. Plus, he's already got the endurance to wear them. Make him a little stronger there. Boots, what we got? We got... What did you got originally? Elemental resistance. This has also got it. But it's higher. Yeah, I need him to be kind of tanky. So we're going to kind of outfit him a little bit now. What about a better hat? Probably don't have a better hat. Elemental resistance. Loot chance. And another bandit hat. These are the same. Okay. Oops, I didn't want to go out of there yet. I need to also outfit my dude here. Oh wait, he's got some good stuff already. He might not need this. Nope. He starts with really good stuff. Nope. Definitely not. Old blunt foil. It is a rapier. That is way skinnier than my blade. Yeah, it is. It's a rapier. Ooh, I have one that's better for him though. Hold on. So he'll lose a little bit of Fury Gen. But, ooh, yeah, this is, he needs to take that. That'll make him way stronger already out the gate. Do I have a better pistol for you? I do not. I think that's everything. Let me check my chest pieces that we've got. We've got this, which is old brigand armor. I'll have to check. I'm not putting that on him. That just doesn't make sense for him. I think what he's got is still the best he's got at the moment for his class. Let me go back to me. So now, yeah, see, I need 2 interns to wear this. We're not quite to that point yet. It's gonna be a while. I might as well. Okay, so hold on then. You're wearing this. Is this better? It is. So when he gets another level of endurance, we're going to give this to him unless something better comes along. So don't sell that. Alright. Most games stick it on your back. Very unrealistic. The way he holds the broadsword is realistic over the shoulders. Yeah. He still has it sheathed on his back, but he doesn't really have a sheath, which that still doesn't make much sense in some cases. But it does make more sense how they wield it. I do like that they will carry it over their shoulder when it's drawn like they're supposed to. And the motions in the game, combat-wise, look more realistic. Swords that size were always carried on the shoulder. Well, yeah, well, not always. Not always. If you do have a proper sheath, you can carry that on your back. Unless it's because there's different two-handed swords. There's the broadsword, which is a two-handed sword, that's heavy but also light enough to carry. Then there's way-handers, I think is what they're called. Those are the ones you cannot, or at least unless you're really strong, or if done, like basically you're in very good shape, you have a lot of muscle. Because I've seen actually a guy who does a lot of old-fashioned, like he shows off a lot of old-fashioned weaponry and how it's used, and they can be carried on their back. But it's also only for the fact of travel. Once you're about to approach the battlefield, and like when I was watching the video, he explained that's when they draw it and carry it on their shoulders. Because you don't have time to unsheath that thing in the middle of combat when you're getting struck at by another sword or something. Or trying to take out a group of people. Because that's also something big swords were mostly used for. To much people's contrary belief, other than the broadsword, most large boy swords were only used for crowd control and hitting like horses or hitting something big or fully armored unit, something like that. Where especially the longer the sword is, because then the longer the sword it gets, the more unwieldy it becomes and less viable of a weapon it is. But yes, they are crazy weapons. No, not with all of them. The most realistic sword ever made, that's a fantasy sword you're thinking about, Tam King. Realistic swords never got above a certain height. And that's something he also explained that he debunked, that in history, swords only got to a certain length even for Zweihanders. Because at some point, no matter how strong you are, you wouldn't even be able to lift it and swing it around. How you're supposed to wield a Zweihander appropriately. Which is when like circular motions, letting your momentum pick up the speed for you so you're not doing all the work. Letting like physics do some of the work for you. Which is why they were only meant for large targets and kind of crowd control. But yeah, a lot of swords, because that's a lot of things that's happened, like, we don't realize that a lot of swords weren't even that big. The Zweihander was the biggest. And it was, I don't know who made it famous, because he didn't go over that, but I'm gonna assume because this feels kind of like who probably would have made it famous. My money's either on the English, or it's on Vikings. The Nords back then is what they would have been called. Because Vikings were known for brutal tactics, and a lot of them didn't wear, like, they wore armor, but compared to a knight, they didn't wield as much. So they had a lot of berserk, like axes, things like that, things that would chop through heavy bounding armor and different things. So it's either them or English that did it. I just don't know who. Yeah, they were. You would need very long arms to pull that off your back. Not really. That's no offense, this is nothing against you either, by the way, Tam King. That just means me and you are short. No offense, Tam King. Most people can do that. This short guy that I've been watching, who's a British man, who talks about old, like, timey weaponry, he can pull them off his back, and if he can do it, anybody can. He's pretty short. And he has real ones made out of actual steel and iron and stuff. Like, because he's an avid collector of things like that. And he shows off, he even does fantasy swords, but he talks about how unrealistic or realistic would this actually work in combat if you were strong enough, like, to wield it, like, hypothetically. Now, for those, he doesn't make them out of steel, because no human's strong enough to wield things like that. Especially when we're talking, like, he's shown off, like, Final Fantasy swords, and compared to, like, what real swords are like, and why that wouldn't be viable, or how it would be viable under certain circumstances, but only under those. He's a cool dude. I've been watching him recently. But it's possible. We're just so far removed. It's funny, and this is something, I'll probably talk about this at some point in a vlog. This has nothing to do with this specific subject, but we're at a point in our society where we're so far removed from that time, things to us seem fantasy. We think that would be impossible, but we don't understand our bodies might have changed over the years because we no longer wield those types of weapons. Because, one, we have guns. That's horrible to say that, but at this point, it's like, if you think about evolution and how it would have played a part, everything plays a part in it. Whether it be environment, battle, survival, everything, food. If you think about us now, I don't think any of us could do any of what our ancestors could do. By any means. There'd be very few people who could wield in today's time, proper old-fashioned weaponry. Because you'd have to be super tall. You'd have to have super long arms and stuff like that. And just in order to, like, wield any of the weapons. Just like you said. Oh yeah, I know. That's where he comes from. But that's why I'm saying I've learned this from someone that was around that and loves that. And his nation, and y'all's nations, were most known for these types of things. That's why I've been watching him. Kind of learning from him, because he's good. He's very good. But back to what I was saying, like, if you think about evolution, though, we would have evolved away from that as our weapons changed. As modernization became more and more of a thing, humanity's, whether we realize it or not, would have changed. Much like an animal changes in its environment to try to survive. It's the same difference. Whether we realize it or not, we are still technically an animal. Even if we're sentient. So, do I think anyone, like I said today, very few people could probably wield any of those weapons today properly. Because we're not built for that anymore. There's no need for us to be built like that anymore. So it kind of, it's almost like it, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't have a good example on hand, sadly. Which we'll continue with the game, by the way, but let's see. I don't have a good example, but it's essentially, like I said, it all has to do with time and change and what we became as a society, what courses we took, what choices we made. And now that, think about how useless a regular sword is now. Like, think about even a sword that's wieldable by anybody. A normal one-handed sword. That, even some people can't even wield that, by the way. When you have guns in a society, a melee weapon becomes obsolete. And then after that, the tactics change, people change, and then kind of moved away from. But I actually would have liked this. I would love to be able to go back in time. I know a lot of people say that. Because I would like it, not to live in it, by the way. Because it's not like it's a great time. But just to see the difference of what we are like as a human today versus one of the humans we're talking about who used to be able to wield them crazy-ass weapons. Like, we're talking big people. Most people were a lot taller back then, too, I feel like. Like, things were just genetically different. So, but yeah. And don't get me wrong, he has a hard time, too. The guy I've been watching, he's kind of short. But that's just a thing of today. A lot of people just feel shorter now. I don't know if that's just me. I'm short. I might be biased. So, I put a vid up. I put up a vid I recently watched on Discord. Check it out later or not. Oh yeah, I know. And I'll definitely check it out. And don't get me wrong, History of Swords also I want to point out. That's good, but also I want to point something out we forget about history. None of the people that were doing the things during that history are alive anymore. So as far as we know, certain things can be slightly misconstrued because us as a society are completely different than those people back then. Because out of necessity or survival, we've changed. And out of choices. Because we are sentient. But, as far as a species, but... It's about swords in video games like Witcher 3. Oh, is it made... Wait, is it a blacksmith or like a demo of swords? I watch all kinds of stuff like that. I'll definitely check it out. Because I also watch, Man at Arms? Is that the right... I hope I didn't say that wrong. The ones that make all the fantasy swords, but in real life... out of actual steel. They don't really wield them, but they always do like a semi-demo of it just going boom! Of it just taking stuff out. They've made Sephiroth's sword, Clouds, apparently, and I watched this one probably a couple weeks ago. Or no, I watched this at the end of last year. They made the Emperor's Warhammer, aka Sigmar's Warhammer, known as Galmaraz. I always forget if it's Baraz or Maraz. But I love that show. Also, if you haven't seen that, I would definitely check that out for anybody if you love watching, like, I don't know, I love blacksmithing stuff too. He's a British historian, talks about how accurately they portrayed that. They are portrayed. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say a lot of portrayals today are very, and he probably talks about this. I'll have to watch it. I'm definitely interested. He probably talks about this, more than likely, is a lot of portrayals for a lot of history is inaccurate. Meaning, we also are basing it off, because we base it off of today's culture. So we end up kind of misconstruing a lot, because we don't remember what it was like. It's kind of like when you get hurt and you forget the pain, and you don't remember the pain of the incident because you're not in that instant anymore. It's like, but on an evolutionary scale. We are so far removed from that era. Sometimes when we're told certain things, it does sound very fantasy. But we gotta remember, we were not the same species back then. Well, we were human, but we weren't the same bred, we weren't the same anything. We were very different organisms and living very different lives back then. And much like how like a bear in it, like certain bears that ended up in different areas, they had changed and evolved to their climates and their environments to survive. On a sentient level, we did the same thing. But talks about For Honor too. For Honor's extremely inaccurate. I love For Honor to death when I'm actually enjoying it, but oh my god. I wish I could give that game credit for it, but I'm like, nope. It's fun. I think the closest accurate character that's probably in there, and even this is still somewhat inaccurate, is probably Black Prior at best. Because it's a one-handed sword, possible to wield in the way he wields. Now, he does do things that's not possible, don't get me wrong, like, flip 4 people at the same time. With one shield. Oh man, I like that game, but that is also one I'll never give it credit for that. He doesn't rip on them. Most of them are quite accurate. I don't know. Even them being taller back then, I don't think anyone could have wielded the weapon. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. Sugoki, for instance. The reason why I don't totally agree with that is a lot, and Japanese give this away a lot. The only ones I agree that are accurate with the Japanese are the Kensei and the Rochi. Now, armor differences, that would be with another subject. But as far as like the katana versus a knight, but it's that's a different subject. But I want to say Sugoki real quick. It's someone that James was playing. He is a sumo wrestler type looking Japanese soldier who wields a giant club with spikes on it. Here's the thing about that weapon. That weapon is made out of it's not pure, it's not like steel or something metal like that. It's like part wood and then there's things in it that make it more solid. But the amount of effort and strength Sugoki would need to do the uppercut move and some of the moves he does with that weapon that would be legitimately kill someone, that's not possible. That is against physics what he does. Because he will literally uppercut you in one combat counter move. James has done this before with him, where he will take it from a standstill point where it's against the ground almost, and then go boosh, and you will go flying backwards. So this means he is either that weapon is unnaturally strong, or he has got Captain America strength. Because even people back then weren't that strong. And this is also, we're talking about knights with full armor. They're flying 4 feet backwards. That's not realistic. So, it's not a breakdown of all classes, it just shows a few. Yeah, but that's why I can't, if that's wrong, then I can't legitimately say the others are right. because it's a Ubisoft game for one, and two, there are still some other things I could break down, like with Highlander, for instance. I could break him down, which I imagine he might have used him as an example. There are some things about his that are also... He has these swooping motions, but there are certain things about how he uses his light attacks where it just wouldn't work. Like, against most of the opponents he would be up against in that game, in real life, especially he has no armor on, they just deflect him and cut him to pieces. But, plus Vikings are... the Vikings all in general are kind of fake. Because that's not how Vikings work. And so... Because we still got this notion in our head, we think Vikings wore horns on all their helmets. And so... But I don't know, it's just... I don't know. I wouldn't rely on Ubisoft to give me any accurate anything. I will rely on them to give me a fantasy game, however, from what I've heard. I've heard of to switch the subject for a second, I've heard now we're finally, and I think it's Ubisoft doing it, I think we're finally going to get an open world Star Wars game, finally. I'm excited about that. But, I mean, I didn't want to put that on, do I? Takes my lockpicking down. I know it doesn't. It's more armor. And at the moment, we don't need to be disguised. I think I'll keep it for now. So this is where So we need to sell... What was the one I was wearing? Sailor's coat. So we need to keep the sailor's coat. Sell the old leather cape and sell the old embroidery.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see.
Yeah, I'm hyped for an open world Star Wars. Yeah, I am too. I would like, even though Ubisoft sometimes has hit or misses, I feel like this would be really hard to mess up. I mean, it would take a lot. It's like this, considering there's never been one, at least not an appropriate one. It's like, this is a perfect opportunity. I will say, if Ubisoft somehow does mess this up, this is on them. This is the perfect opportunity for them. This is a great game. This could be the best Star Wars game in a long time. In a long time. And I'm hoping it is. I hope they do their best and don't slouch on this, because I want it. I will play that on the channel in a heartbeat. I want to play that game so bad. And it's not even a thing yet. At least not an official thing yet. And so, yeah. Keep that stuff. Let's sell these other hats. Don't need them. Ooh, these do have better... So, elemental resistance +4... Nothing with... Okay, so don't sell these. Because these have magical resistance. My ones I have now have elemental resistance. So let's get rid of these. Boots-wise, these are all... These two are the same, but they're weak. So we'll sell these two. I think we're good everywhere else.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Alright. Yeah, EA's license deal runs out 2023. Oh no we don't. Game, no we don't. It was confirmed on the one of the biggest YouTube channels who does Star Wars. He's called Star Wars Theory. No, Disney pulled them. Disney's done. EA lost their license. We don't have to wait on anything. It's already in production. From what we've heard. It's been confirmed and it's going to be started probably this year. Now, will it take probably that long to get the game? Probably, ironically enough. But they did officially say that they pulled them. They are done with their mess. And I'm so glad, because EA really does need to learn their lesson. That's what I heard. I mean, unless this guy's willing to get himself in a lot of trouble, which, by the way, he has, like, a lot of people that watch his channel. I'll shout him out so you can check it out for yourself. His name is Star Wars Theory and stuff like that, and he handles and covers a lot of the Star Wars news, because he's trying to, or at least so he says. I'm still new to his channel. He's trying to stick out for the fans and stuff. But from what was stated, that it's already a thing. Ubisoft's already allowed to work on it. EA has no say, because, to be honest, what would they do anyways? They legit legally cannot say anything to Disney at this point, because Disney has railroaded them. Because they have, for the last time, lost the money, even though Disney's not the greatest in their own either. But other devs can make games now, but can release until 2023. See, I don't know if that's true. Not from what, like I said, I'm not quoting this, by the way. I just know what I've heard. It may be wrong. But that seems like a big risk for someone that big to take that kind of risk against Disney in its own and not be truthful about it. Because it'd be one thing if you were like standing up against, a small company and saying this. But when you're going up against something that big, like, that has that kind of pull, I doubt he would take that kind of chance unless he was serious. Now, yeah, that's true. The irony in this is they took so long to pull EA out of it, is that it's going to take probably 3 years to make the game at minimum anyways. Especially for a good one. Yeah, so it's like I said, yeah, but I mean, even if they stated it publicly, then technically he's stating something they didn't state, so that still technically would be different, but that's neither here nor there. But either way, it's gonna take 3 years minimum to make that game, sadly. So that is not the map I wanted. This is the map I want. So there's a blacksmith there, a door there. Go find the blacksmith. So it's also not like it's, like I said, because that's the thing, that's gonna in a way void the fact it doesn't really matter at this point because of that. So even if they hadn't have done what they did, the game wouldn't be out anytime soon anyways.
Greetings.
But they should have done this a long time ago. They really should have.
If you're looking for the best steel,
as much as I love Battlefront 2 and enjoyed it, it was a fiasco.
Ammunition, have it all. And if you have a special request,
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here to you right now. Do not trust IGN. IGN's not always the most honest of people. They have a lot of deep pockets. We'll put it this way. IGN is not a legit place. I stopped listening to IGN years ago. They're no different than game trailers. They are very biased in their opinions. This has been stated by multiple people who've broken off from their company. That they, just like game trailers, are extremely biased. So I'd rather believe someone who is for the fans than a company that's paid to say something. Because that is what that is. Because if that weren't true, IGN would have never supported some of the games that came out in previous years, like Fortnite and all that. IGN's a joke. They couldn't release any more. That has nothing to do with Battlefield, Tam King. I hope you know that. That's also, no offense, those are two different things. Battlefield is not owned by Disney, and neither is EA. EA is not owned by Disney as well. Only the Star Wars. The only thing this affects is Star Wars games. This means no more Battlefront 2 content, no more Battlefront 1 content, but Battlefield is never going to be affected. And there was never going to be a Battlefront 3. They're going to cancel. That's going to end up getting canceled. They've already stated, like, too many people don't even want it at this point. We don't trust EA. like, no one wants EA doing anything about any of our games anymore. This was all over the forums. Disney's been getting yelled at for months on their forums, and this is, like I said, there's video evidence of this on the guy's channel that I mentioned. Like, that they're in the deep right now. Like, so many things are going wrong on the Star Wars front. So they're picking up the pieces and throwing others out. So that way they don't have to worry about any, like, publicity and bad things happening. So. And once again, it could be all wrong. But this also means that the person that I did hear this from is probably going to get in a lot of trouble if that's true. So, I don't know though. But let's get back to the game at hand though. Enough of that. What do I want? Broadsword. Wait, can I upgrade this? I can. Oh. Ooh, I like it. Whoa. This is a cool mechanic. I'm not gonna mess with any of these right now. Just because I have no idea what I want. That does more physical damage, dude. So this is how we change how the weapons behave. Interesting. That I did not expect. Huh. Okay. Come back to that.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Let's see. There's a question mark over there. I want to try to look around the town right now. But we may have to go see Constantine. Ammo, pine resin. Can't get out right now, can I? I cannot. So that's some kind of wagon over there. There is, what is this? Coin guard, talk to the coin guard, barracks quartermaster, and serene. Ah! Let's go ahead and go talk to them. I forgot that that was the thing we had from the last one. We'll go do this since it's on the way. Let's see. No, you good. You good, Jam King. You good. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm the one that likes to talk, to be honest, when I like to talk about something, but you're fine. You didn't do anything. Quartermaster? Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
Talk about...
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that? They're already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
Okay, and mark the merchandise. See, now I'm not sure if I want to do that mission.
Thank you.
Because I know something that I probably shouldn't, because I would have watched one of James's streams. I also put an IGN that I watched on Discord. Can judge for yourself or not. They sound pretty legit. They do, and I know I probably sounded harsh when I said that, but it's no offense. There's too much evidence to the contrary. And I know I keep coming back to this game, but the fact that any company can call a game of the year, and we're talking about Fortnite, in any way possible, even if it's with a grade tongue, meaning they're talking it like it is, but it isn't, it is a part of the sham. Because, like I said, Fortnite is a huge scam.
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That's the same reason why I got out of game trailers. Because no offense, even though I love Call of Duty's been the same game for years, yet it always gets high marks. When you're as a judge, you're supposed to judge how unique is the game. Has it done anything new? Is it successful at doing these things? Is it blah, 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 blah. None of that ever happens, but nothing ever changes. That's not real reviewing. That's being told what to say and then getting paid to do. That's why that's also why I love Young, and people like that so much. Because at this point, individuals are more honest than most companies. Let's see, I need, so that is back over here. I don't know if I have a not uniform for this. Plus, how would is there a way to edit my party? Like, take people out? I don't think so. I don't think Vascal's gonna care, because I've seen in James's playthrough, I guess since he was fired, he's now just an individual of his own character. So, you can legit piss off the Knots if you want from what I've seen, and he'll still be on your team, so... yeah. Even though I'm not gonna try to do that, I'm gonna try to find a way around this in a more fashionable fashion. Can't help. Coin guard, Kurt. And then... Stuart Manford is in charge of the Coin Guard barracks in New Serene. He is an old acquaintance of Kern, an honorable soldier who defends the old values of his guild as we can. Vasco and Captain Reuben. We haven't met his admiral that tanked him yet. Okay, so that's been handled. That's Constantine. Let's turn around and head... Wait, was that something okay, so this is another wagon, I bet. Hold on, let's head over here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. How do I shoot my sword? Okay. I'm not trying to freak people out here. Loot this place. Not a restricted area, don't look like, nope. It seems a bit oddly specific that this is, wait a minute. Hold up. Is that a normal thing? Yeah, kinda. I think. Let's see if it's on this corner over here. It is. So that's just, either that's a secret, or that's just, you can see the line in that wall. More likely you can just see the line in the wall. But it did, what caught my attention is that little metal thing was crooked. So, let's keep going this way. I'm gonna loot everything I can find. Gold coins. So what I want to do is circle around. We've gone in there. That's the Coin Guard barracks. We can go this way. Oh, grab this. Poison alchemy next. To the right. #1 rule of gaming, look everywhere. Exactly. And also explore in games like this, which is why I enjoy these games now, because we can take our time with it and just have fun. And we can chat over here and there like we did. I don't know, I just enjoy these games now. There's the door right there. Lady Morange's house. Okay. We didn't get to really talk to her much. Is she home? She is not. Alright. Excuse me, Vasco. That and always go opposite direction you spawn in. Exactly. Wait. What? We have a cyberpunk issue happening. Where is she? It says she's there, but she's not there. It might be because I have to talk to Constantine. Check every dead end on the map. Exactly. Actually, speaking of which, we need to go this way. Make sure there's no boxes in this back alley. Like this, see? Ah. More gold coins. This is how I'm making all my money. Just finding random gold coins in boxes. Back here. Ooh, there's something over here. See? And we got more boots to sell. Also, this is one of those few games, though, even when you're making choices, for some reason, in Outer Worlds, this would be considered stealing. Just saying. What I'm doing right now? Alright, let's go back. Oh, I've been this way. In Final Fantasy, every dead end was a chest. Exactly. And also, every place you looked like you could get to, but you couldn't figure out how, also had a really good chest in it, as well. That was always guaranteed, especially in Final Fantasy X.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
They almost missed that. I'm glad I came back. So, we need to go back towards these houses over here. That's her house. Does it tell me after I do it? Yeah, what is this? Telemaeus Embassy. Might as well head there first. Just to get acquainted with everybody. Oop. Oh, never mind. Apparently I'm being forced into the palace. Oh.
Atoy. Sien srade dau quint. Dadagudach me in.
Attention, soldier.
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Vladnir. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass. Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, huh?
Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
Well then, welcome to the party. Sioja can use light blades and ranged elemental attacks. She has mental power and agility. Elemental coding, engagement action, elemental coding, special attack, restore the team. See, that one tells me. Don't understand. What is Kurt's then? Oh, his? Oh! So that's just Kurt. Kurt's weird. He's a Swiss Army knife. Got it. Okay, I didn't read that. I should have checked Vasco to compare. Secret blade technique. Sounds like he's from Naruto's village. Alright. Oh, I have to take one out, don't I? For for right now because I might have to sneak into a not hideout, and I don't want you to see it. I'm gonna take you out of the team. So you don't get mad at me, which you probably won't, but... Well, I guess let's never mind. We got her on our team now, so now we need to go see Prince now. Time to go see our good old Constantine. Our cousin. Keep calling him my brother for some reason. Dun dun dun. Nice, she's a healer too. Well, she might be. She's an aggressive, more Jane-like mage, from what I've heard. Which is completely fine for my team. Don't have one of them yet. Also, eventually he'll probably just, I don't know. We'll see how it goes with being Kurt. I'm going to try to keep Kurt on our team, but I'm kind of what Kurt's going to be, so... I'm not really worried about it.
Dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora.
Siora.
This is incredible. You look so much alike, you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Telemen to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there is a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Find Constantine Palace, all countries in the New World. Meet Telemen Governor and ask about the Malachor. Meet the Bridge Islands Alliance and ask about the Malachor. Malachor? Love Metachlorians. We're Jedi now. Our skill was healing 10. Really? Hold up. I missed that. You saw that really fast. Oh! Special attack. Restore the team's health and armor. Oh, so she's both. Ew. Ooh, I'm keeping you on my team for good. Huh?
You have a moment.
Where are you?
Thank you for coming.
Oh, that's Mr. I know him.
I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchant's travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well.
Grandlancer ASAP. It crossed my mind.
One more
as far as like for my character.
Creature that you defeated in Serene. Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. Accident was inevitable. but according to my sources, there are
streaming
others of them on this island. Your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
I agree. Exploration and cartography. Set up camp in the region of Glen, that word, 4 times. And also find the professor's notes regarding Najish from Masin 3. Alright, wow. Let us go do... Wait, aren't I supposed to... Wait a minute. That's that mission. Wait, what happened to the mission that we're supposed to... There it is. Reach the village of Vardraus. Let's do this one first. Actually... Yeah, because this might help me. If they say anything bad to the character we're with, they're going to eat my boots. How? What? Where is this? Meet the Lemme governor in about... Wait, they're in their own little small areas? Oh, so we have to go outside. Oh. That changes things. Let's check the embassies while we're here then. These peasants.
It's blocked.
Oh, okay. Why are they outside the town? Is that because that's the war going on? So the other one is right here. I assume we're going to get the same answer. It's blocked. But I agree, Tam Gang, that may end up happening, what you just said.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Okay. Excuse me, Siora. Whoa, there's something right there. Minute, the hair color's almost red. Oh, I like making that joke a lot. Let's see. We'll see though. I'm gonna wait a little while before we make any decisions on anything like that, but your accommodation. As a diplomat, an accommodation is available to you in the main cities of the different nations. There you will find a crafting table, a storage chest, and your companions. You can also rest and travel from these places. Oh! Yeah, it's my home. Storage and take. Nope, didn't want that to happen. Nope. Oh wow, they're all here. Hey, you're all in my house. Oh, inventory. Whoopsies. Oh yeah, wait, we need to wait. We did not outfit her with any equipment. Hold on. So you have also a rapier. So it's a good thing I traded you out for Vasco. Hunter's tunic. Go ahead and make her look like a sailor. But I need that coat for me. Although wait. That coat does something different for her than it does for me. What? Hold on. What? Really? Is that how that works? It is! What? So for you it gives you magic resist and elemental resist. No poison. For you it's the same thing. Yeah. Weird. Weird. And he's already got lockpicking on that. So that is really strange. I mean, what I'm wearing has lockpicking on it at this point. Oh, I'm being dumb. Because of what I'm wearing, it's lockpicking. I'm an idiot. Jesus. That actually might be good for her then. We're gonna lose poison resistance for now, which sucks. We're gonna get elemental and magic. Way more armor for her. We're gonna do that for now. Just so she can get better equipment already. Hands, I don't have any good ones. Boots, I'm pretty sure I don't have any boots better than hers either. I mean, I have armor boots, but that won't benefit her class. She has her own poison resistance necklace and stone needle. Whoa! Okay, she's keeping that. That's a cool sword. It's better than what I have anyways. Get out of that. Side quests now. So many. To the Codex. Now we get natives of Tier 4D. Ciora. Let's read her backstory. Ciora is one of the daughters of the Baladin, the leader of the Gaius Red Clan. Of the village of, oh man, these names are, I'm gonna butcher these. Vidrius. She is also their Dona God, which I think means princess in a way. She is a proud young woman, very attached to her people and her mother. But she is also curious and seems to want to learn as much as possible about the settlers. Her knowledge of native culture and her talent for magic could be helpful. This is Pocahontas. Steal their gear, LOL. I could steal their gear, but I want them to be really good. Also, this is Pocahontas. You get that story that it just said. She is a native girl of a well-known tribe of a new land of a bunch of people who just came here trying to take their land. Who is the princess of their tribe, essentially. It's Pocahontas. And if anyone don't know what that is, it's probably because I grew up in the era of those really old cartoons. Also, look at my relationship level. Everyone is suspicious of me. For right now. But, alright. That caught me off guard, not gonna lie. Alright, that's good. Everything should be good. Oh yeah, armor. We already did armor. So we are good there. Let's get out of that. Got a crafting table. What's upstairs? Do they all just follow me? Or is it just her and him? Yeah, because Vasco's not following me. Campfire. So, yeah, because campfire symbol means sleep. I mean, in most games it really does at this point, so I did understand it. Oh, let me talk to Ciora.
Manawi, do you need something?
Whether she really thought you were a native. Her father.
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan.
Oh, so she's
He
second in
died
command.
many cycles
That's
ago,
what Donegad
but
means.
This memory is still painful. So we usually
different.
avoid the subject.
What
But
happened?
still,
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really
they call the
recovered from
Alliance
it.
the Lions.
This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
Ask her if this singular appearance makes you more... Oh my goodness, no! That would not work, would it? I doubt that would work. I don't understand how this game decides when to let my character hit on people. And the same thing happened to Kurt. Tell her that you find this resemblance unsettling? No. These are both horrible answers. I'm doing the top one now.
I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
That's horrible.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
Not for long! Okay, it could have been worse.
See you later.
The other answer just sounded awful. Like, more so than... It's weird. Both those answers did not sound good at all. No normal person would have answered either one of those. Alright, let's go, guys. Well, it's already started now. I guess now we have to commit. But at least she told us why. Like, oh, it's because we think too much like one of Constantine's people. I'm like, give me a couple episodes. I already pissed off Teleme and the Alchemist Guild. So, doubt there's too much Renaze, however she calls the humans, inside of my character. Game logic, she's not... Exactly right. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh, I love it. That's great. Alright. Woo! How long have we been going? We've been going almost 2 hours. We may have to save a lot of this for the next episode, sadly. I will say, that's partially my fault. Because I talked for so long. And that's not your fault, Tam King. That's me. But we're probably going to have to wait till the next episode. Because this is a lot to do in only 20 minutes. So, we're probably going to have to wait till next episode. So I think we're going to save it here. Could go do this, but I feel like it's not going to just end with this. And I'm a little hesitant on this mission right now. I don't know. Would that really... See, now I'm like trying to decide what kind of character I want. Because even if I help with this doesn't hurt me in a way. Because if we go fully Siora, and we support only her and Constantine. I'm gonna play Constantine and Kurt by ear. If they turn on me because of Siora when they should be more open-minded and have diplomatic views about this, especially Constantine, especially when I know what's gonna happen to him already. Don't try me, dude. I'll make friends with the princess of the other tribe, and then when you die, I'll become king of this city. And then we'll unite our tribes together and invade the mainland. Oh, man. God, I go to one extreme or another in games pretty quickly. But we'll see what happens. I am enjoying this, though, but... Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to save. I'm going to stand in front of this statue. Hold on, let's go around. We're going to let this statue be a part of the... Oh, as soon as I loot this. See, in Outer Worlds, I already got in trouble right now. But I still do love this game. We have to get down here. This is just us in the future. Or in the past. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna let this sit here while we close out before I'm gonna end it on this screen because I like this screen on this shot, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream before I save it. But I want to say thank you to Tam King and let me see who joined. Also to everyone who just sees this in the future and at any time. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Greedfall. Like I said, I'm enjoying all of these games. Yeah, so cool, Aaron Russell. Thank you for joining. And also shout out not only to Tam King, but to Gaming Prime and James Army West 9 and Solid FSG. If you want to check out their channels, they're cool peoples too. They also got some awesome cool, awesome cool videos. I'm losing my mind already. But, and I want to thank y'all for joining tonight. This has been a good one. I love all three of these games we've been doing that are the main line. Also, real quick announcement I almost forgot. I forgot about Dawn of Man. So it's coming back next Tuesday instead of Little Big Workshop. So it'll be one of the 3 games we constantly swap out on Tuesdays as our filler game. My bad. I almost completely forgot we were even playing that game. There's been so many games we started. So, yo, Unreal Hound, yo, or Wonderjet. My brain melted immediately. Welcome, bro. We're about to end it, though. Welcome, though. Fun stream, alright, now have a good one. You too, Tam King, and don't worry. We will unite the native tribes. You've already inspired me, and already I'm at that point that I'm like, well, we already hit on the character, so might as well. I do like that your first response was Romancer ASAP. Not that I disagree. But this is going to be a good game. I love all the games. And we're all slightly doing each one different, have you noticed? Like, Malik's in Outer Worlds is just a crazy man who just happens to be an anti-hero. In here, he's a diplomat who's trying to unite the lands and give everyone a fair chance and protect his friends. In Cyberpunk, he's someone who's lost it all, watched his best friend sadly die on a mission, and is now going to slowly take a tumble down a hill until he finally makes the right choice at the very end. I'm going to let you all decide what that probably means. But yeah, I'm enjoying all of these games right now. Do it all hail the king. I've thought about that for this playthrough. This one is the one who unites and takes over the new land. It's appetizing. I'm thinking about it. Behold your future king. But alright, everyone. Peace and loves. Also, shout out to Unreal Hound for joining, bros. Thanks for joining. If you want to watch the rest of the stream, definitely check it out, bro. This is a good one. And also, if you want to play this game, Wonderjet, this is a good game if you enjoy like choice-based games and RPGs. This is a cool game. There are so many ways you can go. Like, Outer Worlds may have more harshness and decisions when it comes to like people looking at you in a certain way, which this does in a way. But like when you let's say you take something out of a looting spot, where this game is more of you kind of get to choose how the world forms in a way along with your character, meaning you decide the fate of this island, which is kind of awesome to be honest. But this is going to be great. I'm so glad James, also shout out to James Army West 9, the original streamer of this game, and also if you want to check out further ahead of me in the game and see what he's doing, because his choices are going to be very different than mine. He kind of blitzkrieged a little bit much, and he even mentioned this. He's been kind of tired. He took the day off. I want to let everyone know so he could get some rest. If you don't see a stream from him today, because of that, he's been kind of having a rough week. So show him some love, and he's trying to get back reincorporated. But he kind of did blitzkrieg a little bit, so he's kind of already set up this point where I don't know how he handled the natives. I think he managed to make peace with them. But at the same time, he's letting Constantine stay in control. But my brain's like, what if I wanted to be in control? It's like, don't know. But peace and loves, everyone. I love you alls. And until next time, I will see y'all tomorrow for some Total War Warhammer 2. Throts and mutations continue. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time, and have a good night, and stay safe out there, everyone.